coming out. What's this mini set called? Anyone know? Is it just the Emerald Dream mini set, or did they do something cool? What about like the Flames of My Dreams, or salad dressing non-fat Emerald Dream? Okay. The Emerald Nap? No shot. What about the Emerald Nightmare? Oh, that would have gone crazy. Complete side note, by the way. We went to go see Sinners this past Saturday. I didn't realize that the Revenge of the Sith movie was also in theaters. I almost gave up on Sinners to go see that. Holy moly. I was telling my girlfriend like the first 80% of that movie, kind of whatever. But then you get to the last 20% and you just go crazy. I have the high ground. Okay, anyway, sorry. I'm getting sidetracked again. Okay, Smoldering Grove. 2 mana, mage spell. Draw 1 card. Upgrades each turn, but discards after 3. Okay, I'm gonna say this out loud. You guys are gonna confirm or deny this. The most amount of cards this can draw you is 3 cards. Would I pay 2 mana to draw 3 cards? You're fucking right, I would. Probably pretty good. Now, if you top deck this card, how do you feel about it? And you desperately need to draw, like, this is only bad if you're drawing 1 spell, or one card, I should say. If you're drawing 2 minimum, you're probably happy. It's probably good. In general, I think you're happy majority of the time. It's also fire, which is cool. That means if you use like a Blazing Invocation, whatever that card is, seems fine. If you top deck, it's a Warlock hero power. I guess like worst case scenario, you're never like that upset. But 2 mana draw 1 is not the greatest thing in the world, but you're probably happy majority of the time. The question is like this better than like other cards in your deck, like because you remember you can only have 30 cards. So maybe this is not good enough, but honestly, I think this might make the cut. It's definitely a consideration. We'll see. In Arena, this probably goes crazy. If you have this in your mulligan though, like I think you're pretty happy to draw 3 cards. But the problem is like, are you okay losing tempo because you need to play this card? Because this card's gonna get removed from your hand. Could this card fight a gorilla? Could 100 Smoldering Groves fight a gorilla? I think it's fun. Hey, Malor, I went the wrong way. God, this card triggers me because when I did the naming legendary, I couldn't remember his last part of it. Whatever. Scorching Winds. 3 mana, deal 3 damage. Discard a random fire spell to deal 3 more. 3 mana, deal 6, but lose a card. Does spell damage proc on both sides, Alex? Because I know you're in chat. 5 spell damage, is it deal 4 and then discard a spell to deal 4 more? It does? Oh. See, that's intriguing, because I was gonna say like I'd rather play like Fireball or some shit. Because I think Fireball for 1 more mana is probably like the equivalent here, but if it procs a spell damage, then maybe you're okay. It's also 3 mana to deal 3. I just don't know how good that really is. An interesting one. Does Mage have good spell damage, chat? Because if they have decent spell damage, then it's definitely a consideration. Because like you could get to the point where this does. I think this might be too slow. Mage has Mukla. Are we really still on the gorilla path, guys? How many Scorching Winds to beat a gorilla? It's probably too slow. I like this card more. Inferno Herald. 4 mana 3/6. After you cast a fire spell, get a random elemental and reduce its cost by 3. Also an elemental. There's actually a lot of synergy with this card, no? 4 mana 3/6 is a nice stat line. I'm always a huge fan of it. I think it's a good stat line. Elemental tag is good. A lot of synergies. Could work in an elemental deck. This could be the difference maker to bring the deck back. Kind of like it. The question is, though, is how good is the average elemental discounted by 3? You also need to have fire spells specifically. There is a chance this card is just your elemental chain, right? That's a very interesting one. Might be too weak. Really contingent on how many fire spells you're willing to put in. And like, I don't think you're going to be building a deck that's just this and a bunch of fire spells, because I don't think a bunch of random elementals really make the difference here. It's also a legendary that gives all your elementals fire damage. Yeah, but that card's like currently not, at least I haven't really seen it get played, right? I don't think this is going to be the difference maker. I really don't think it would be. So it comes down to like, how good is Elemental Mage? Is Elemental Mage a good deck right now? What elementals are there in standard right now? There's actually quite a bit. I think in Arena this goes crazy. Cities exists. Yeah, but like, you gotta remember, you only have 30 cards. Like, is this really gonna take up a slot? Like, is this gonna be good enough? You know what I mean? It's questionable. It's questionable. Can it reduce 100 gorillas? Living Flame. 2-mana 2/2 elemental death rattle. Draw a fire spell. And this is neutral. Get a load of this guy. That's actually really interesting. Two mana 2/2 to get a guaranteed fire spell from your deck. What class wants this? That's incredibly interesting. Anime, thanks for the sub. Appreciate you. Thanks for subbing, bro. When will they make a commander mode in HS? If I had to guess, never. But you never know. They could surprise us. They could surprise us. I think like if you really need the fire spell, like this is fine. I think a lot of people would be happy. Like this is also an elemental, right? So it does fit into that wonderful elemental deck we were just talking about. I kind of like it. Could be okay. Depending on if you need the fire spell, you need the elemental, could be fine. I wouldn't say this is like an auto include or anything. Elemental may just get a little bit better though. This text alone is really intriguing though. Drawing a specific spell in a death battle could be good. All right, Cremate. 3 mana, discover a minion with a dark gift. It costs 2 less. Probably the best card I've seen so far. I'm pretty happy with dark gifts, and so far this looks really good. Death Knight specifically. Well, it's discover a minion. It's not guaranteed to be a Death Knight minion, but that's still very, very good. Why does he say it like cremate? Bro. Guys, can we like... You know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to embrace my cringe, okay? If you guys hate me, you guys hate me, whatever. Cremate? Excellent card. Huge fan. Actually, a huge fan. I think it's very playable. It's also fire. God, it looks like... I understand why it's fire, but it also... Like, the art does not give me fire vibes at all, but I understand what it is. Interesting. Okay. Frostburn Matriarch. 5 mana 4/4 Battlecry. If you're holding a minion with a dark gift, summon 2 4/4 dragons with taunt. Damn. Dreads, we got some beef, by the way, brother. Hold on. I gotta pause this. Guys, how many of you guys know what Cadbury mini eggs are? Raise your hand. Do you guys know what those are? And for those of you who know what they are, how would you describe them on a scale of 1 to 10? Let me explain. If you gave me a pound bag, I would eat the whole thing in one sitting if I didn't care about nutrition. Okay? They are absolutely one of the most addicting snacks I've ever eaten in my life. God, this is gonna be a banning session. There are 0. Anyways, Dread didn't know what the fuck I was talking about, man. My girlfriend's on the couch, literally watching me type to this guy, and she says out loud to me, verbatim, I don't trust Dreads anymore. That's what she said, Dreads. Now, is this in combination with the well done steak and now the mini eggs take? I just can't, bro. Anyways, knowing this card and now this card exists, very good card. I actually think right now this is looking very, very good. That's actually a crazy line. Chat, is this playable in standard? You cremate into Frostburn? Actually nutty. You go cremate, Frostburn. You like coin it out. You're cooking out of your mind here, bro. That's a crazy line. As a culinary student, a well done steak irks me deeply. True. Anyways, just want to put that. I was just curious to see what people say. Don't say Cadbury eggs are mid, Sal. You're trolling. What is better than a Cadbury mini egg, Sal? Go for it. I can't wait to read this. I'm actually so excited. Let me see what we got. Because like you got to pick something that is 2 Cadbury mini eggs. Could we agree? Bueno is an interesting take here. No one pulls up Bueno. You guys remember the not Cadbury mini eggs, the Kinder eggs, where like they would have the plastic toy inside of the egg itself. So if you bit into it, there was a small chance that you would choke and die. Classic. Good times when I was younger. Twix clears all this garbage. Dreads, they can both be good. There's no like clear winner in this case, right? I agree with you. Twix is fantastic, but there's no way you're going to sit here and tell me that a Cadbury mini egg isn't goated. I just can't. All right, what do we got here? Overheat. 3 mana, give your minions +1/+1. Discard a random nature spell to give them +1/+1 more. It's also fire. What nature spells does... Oh, this is Druid. Did I say Paladin? I was like, what Paladin? What nature spells do they have in Paladin? Does Druid want this? Druid, okay, this doesn't work in Imbue. This is one of those cards where I feel like it might be playable at some point though. Because 3 mana to get +2/+2 is kind of crazy if you can pull it off. But I just don't see a world where like this is good right now. Yeah, Ferrero Rocher is goated. So I remember the first time someone gave me a Ferrero Rocher and it's like wrapped in a very particular way, right? It's very well presented. And I was like, this chocolate must be $300 and I'm gonna eat it in one bite. And I had no regrets. Little did I know that they're not $3 million. They're just like maybe a little bit more expensive, but they do slap. They do slap. They're very, very good. Also really like the what are they called? Oh my god, how do I not know the name? The Lindt chocolate like circle things, dude. Oh man. It's fantastic. Favorite signature of the minis? I haven't seen any of them. I've seen like the art, but I have to get a reminder of what they look like. Anyways. Dreads. Do you think 100 people can fight a gorilla? Is that like a real take in your opinion or no? Or are you thinking the gorilla's losing? 100 barons, not just people. Dreads, do you think I can fight a coyote? Okay, I'm moving on. I don't think this is playable, but maybe at some point. Petal Picker. 3 mana, 2/3 Battlecry. If you've imbued your hero power twice, draw 2 cards. Oh, man. Okay. What classes really want this for imbues? I mean, Paladin goes crazy with this, right? Paladin wants this desperately. Druid can get down with it. Shaman can get down with it. I mean, of course, all the imbue cards really liked it. Very good card. In Arena, this is going nutty. Dreads, welcome to your new Overlord. Because this is making imbues that much better. That seems pretty good. I mean, easily playable if the imbue decks are playable. So, and this will make the imbue classes better. Well, decks specifically, I guess. I like it. Charad Chameleon. 1 mana, 1/2 Battlecry. If you use your hero power this turn, give a friendly minion +1/+2 in rush. The fuck? Good in imbues. I guess that's fair. So you got a big Jade Boy, big meatball, and then you give it rush and more stats. Okay. But what are you cutting for it is the question. I guess there are cards that are cuttable in the Druid deck. Because it helps you early game to keep tempo, and then you also get the 1/2 that's a beast, which might be good enough. Yeah. I mean, sure. Maybe sometimes you just don't have... You know what card would be so good in the current metagame, dude? And I wonder if they brought it back, how impactful it would be. The Broomstick from Skullman's Academy. Like, the Broom? That card is just... In my mind, I don't think there's ever been a better 1-drop at this point. Other than maybe Patches. That Broom is something special, man. That card was so... Like, it's just so good. Like, it's got to be like... It's got to be one of the best cards I've ever seen. And I don't think I gave it enough credit when I did my top 100 list. The Broom can sweep me off my feet. Very, very good card. All right. Sorry, the Broom was. I think this is fine. Might be playable. Might be cuttable though, to be honest. It might be like the 30th card if you really want it in your imbue. It might be Disneyland, to be honest. Magma Hound, 8 mana 5/5 rush. After this attacks, a minion survives. Deal this minion's attack damage split among all enemies. Elemental and beast. After this attacks a minion and survives, deal this minion's attack damage split among all enemies. So the real question is, chat, is this better than King Crush or King Plush? So this is easily being slotted into like the imbue deck, right? This is technically the replacement. This requires your opponent to have a minion on board, and that you also have to be able to, I guess it has to survive. I mean, that's pretty likely though. Is the effect worth the Goldred? Probably, yeah. Well, no, it wouldn't. Wait, maybe it would. Double damage. So what, you're thinking like it does like 2 damage per proc? It works. Alex, I love that Alex is here, bro. Have any questions? He's like, all right, I'm ready for this. Alex is like this on his keyboard, bro. He's like locked in. He's like, I got the answers, bro. I'm ready. Got me until my next meeting. Okay. I gotta go faster. I was too busy talking about gorillas. Chat, can a Magma Hound beat a gorilla? Probably fine. I think King Plush is better. But maybe there's a reality of it. This is like, okay, let's say imbue doesn't exist. What are you playing? King Plush or this? Probably still King Plush almost always, right? 1 more mana to clear the board and just go face. Man. Is watching Twitch part of working for Blizzard? What's going on? How do you think they come up with their ideas, bro? They're just lurking in the shadows. That's how they do their nerfs, their buffs, their releases. Come on, dude. You are the content. Hearthstone, you guys, see, this is why it always makes me laugh, because the design team of Hearthstone watches like content and they build the game based on what people write in comment sections. And every single time you call this game bad, you did it to yourself. Checkmate, guys. It's always been your fault. That's why Classic was considered goated, because they had no concept of what people wanted. They just made a good game. Tending Dragonkin, 3 mana 3/2 Battlecry. Copy the lowest cost beast in your hand and dragon. Copy the lowest cost beast in your hand. Okay. You get your second King Plush. And then you go King Plush and the second King Plush and you kill them. I guess this is also good in that kind of like that like buff deck where you get the 4 cost boys and they summon a copy of themselves, because then you get a second copy of that beast. This card might be good enough. I think if you copy like a really good minion, like I think you're even happy with like Malorn, no? That's a tad overkill. Yeah, but 2 King Plushes versus 1 gorilla, right? You know what I mean? 1 King Plush versus a gorilla. We saw what happened in the King Kong movie, but now you have 2. You got to even the odds a little bit, you know? This gorilla bit's going crazy today. There's too many references I can make with it. You have the tourist, you can buffet this and crush. You can buffet this. What do you mean buffet? All you can eat? Druid, wait, but hold on. Warrior has, wait, does Hunter oh yeah, Hunter does have the warrior stuff. Yeah, you're right. I forgot because no one played. What's his name? What's the 5 mana guy called anyways? Tony Gabagool. What the hell's his name? What's the tour? Gilly. Yeah, I mean, that's Disneyland, no? I don't know. I think this fits into like the imbue deck though. Bursting Shot, 2 mana, deal 2 damage to 3 random enemies. And I'm assuming this can hit the same enemy more than once based on how other cards work like this. This card kind of slaps. It's just good. It's a good card. And it's fire. And it works with spell damage. I could see 100 playing this. It also kind of just fits the imbue deck, no? It's good removal. 2 mana, 6 to the face on empty board. I'm pretty sure it can't hit the same thing twice. Like, I'm pretty confident it only hits one thing once. So even if there's no board, it only does 2 damage. But you're probably not playing it for that. It doesn't say different enemies. I think it checks to see, though, if there's 3 different enemies it can hit, and then it fires it all at once. I think that's what it is. I'm pretty confident you're not dealing 6. Dude, there's no way they're printing 2 mana deal 6. There's no way. It's different. Alex, confirm. It's different as in it can't hit the same thing twice. I just need you to confirm it so I can laugh at my Twitch chat. Different enemies.
Welcome to Ram Ranch Jad 3 Sprite.
Classic. Jay, thanks for the sub, bro. Zqueli Flamemancer. 6 mana 4/4. Battlecry. If every card in your hand is of a different cost, reduce their cost by 2. Bro, this card goes crazy if you can actually make it work. There's one. Wait, you have, let's say you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Really interesting. Probably impossible to get it to work, but maybe there's a reality where it does, but I just feel like you can never get it to work. Kind of a cool dream, though. This is like prime epic design. Disneyland. But if you get like it's all Disneyland, it's all fun and games until someone actually gets it to work. And then once you get it to work, dude, this is an insane amount of mana cheating if you actually get it to work, right? But it is. It's tough. That condition's really interesting. We'll see. It's in the standard set for the next 2 years, so maybe. Cinder Sword. 1 mana, 1/2 for Rogue. Battlecry, if you're holding a minion with Dark Gift, gain +3 attack. 1 mana, deal 8. XD. Rogue has a 1 mana Discover spell to get a Dark Gift. XD. Coin. That spell, Cinder Sword, is infinite damage, and then if you draw the second one, that's 16 damage. That seems insane. Isn't this like turbo broken? Like, it was bounce rogue so hard. That's actually a really, really good card. Even if you only get to do it once, like you don't get to do both weapons, you only do it once, that's like actually crazy. 1 mana to deal 8 damage, split among 2 turns, but also can hit minions. That's really, really good. Can't wait to play this and tickle my opponent's balls gently. What is gentle about a Cinder Sword, my guy? Doesn't scream soft. You know, it kind of screams like it would be very painful. Imagine the dream of this +2 Dread Corsairs turn 1. I mean, it's definitely possible, right? You could definitely blow at your opponent with a card like this. There's a lot of potential with a card like that. I actually didn't even think about Dread Corsair. Ooh, coin, coin, Dark Gift thing, whatever it's called, into this double Dread Corsair. GG, I'd concede on the spot. You're never winning that. Your opponent would probably not play another game after that one. Crazy. Smoke Bomb. 2 mana, discover a combo, Battlecry, or stealth minion with a Dark Gift. Okay, there's also this card now too. So the consistency just went up quite a bit. There's also the minion, but I think you'd rather have a spell because of preparation. Which means this card probably is a lot better than I'm giving it credit for. But I think the 1 mana one's better, but you probably run this for redundancy purposes because like this just seems like you're trying to just go for the turn 1 win. Maybe turn 2, but again, like the difference is kind of massive. But I mean, regardless, it's probably good enough. That seems really strong. Combo Battlecry stealth. You know, it's really interesting. Keyword part of the buff or just the minion? I think the minion has combo Battlecry stealth, and then you get the dark hips on top of that. Cool. Ever burning. I mean, cool until I lose to it. Cool. Or should I say hot? Sorry. Ever burning Phoenix 4-mana 2/2 cost 1 less for each card you played this turn. Death Rattle. Return this to your hand. Trash. So the best comparison to this card, at least in my opinion, is the dude from Castle Nathria, which was like a 6-mana 4/4. And then it also had Rush though. This doesn't have Rush. What deck wants this? The only reason I think this card is okay is because it allows you a good cycle with Dread Reaver. I mean, does it though? Because you're playing this card to draw another card when you could just put a better card in. Feels really weak. Feels really bad. I'm trying to think of a situation where I'd want this. The Disneyland, I guess that's fair. In Disneyland, this does go crazy. Kind of looks like a Disneyland card, no? Wild deck with Umbra. What does that do though? I don't know. Another salad dressing. Okay, chat, I'm gonna try my best to pronounce this, but then I'm gonna pronounce it. This is the only time you're gonna hear me pronounce this card once. Then I'm gonna come up with like a nickname for this. Amir Drasil. There you go. 4 mana, summon a 1-cost minion, gain 1 armor, draw 1 card, refresh 1 mana crystal, and it improves each use. So you get 3 durability, which means maximum you're doing 3-cost minion, 3 armor, and 3 cards, and you get to refresh 3 mana crystals. How good is that? Turn 4 to play this though? Let's say best case scenario, you coin into this. You coin, you get a 1 cost, you get 1 armor, you draw 1 card, and you refresh 1 mana crystal. The next time you do this, like, it pays for itself and then also gives you dividends by the 3rd proc. Is there any way currently in the game to increase the durability of a location? You could also copy it. You can go for like a dream card or a dream curve or a dream combo, sorry. It's Druid though. Oh, it's not neutral? Oh, my bad. This one I'm not big enough brain to actually think about. Sandcastle's gonna buff its durability. Yeah, it's not really the same thing though. Even if you increase it, it's so slow. It's definitely slow the first time, but then you're banking the mana, right? Because once you play it, like once you get it out, you no longer have to pay the 4 mana, right? So like the 2 turns down the line, all of a sudden you're refreshing 2 mana on a turn you didn't have to spend 4 mana to play the location. So it actually gets a lot better when you consider it like how it scales into late game. The first turn you play it, that was really slow. But it has like, it's a card that makes you think about what you could do with it later in the game, which is interesting. I wouldn't write it off. You know what I mean? I wouldn't write it off. Also, if there's ever a case in the future where they decide to make a card that increases the durability of a location, I could see it. What gets taken out for this? I don't know. What do you even play this in? Like Imbue Druid? I don't know. I wouldn't necessarily say this card's bad though. I wouldn't sit here and lie to you, chat. Could be fine. Smoldering Strength. 1 mana, give a friendly minion +1/+1 and upgrades each turn but discards after 3. So once again, like the first mage spell, it only caps at +3/+3. 1 mana. So this is way worse than the mage card if you top deck it, because I'd rather have a card that draws me 1 card rather than give a minion +1/+1. If I open with this card slaps. 1 mana to give a minion +3/+3 is disgusting. There has to be a deck where you want this. Like an aggro paladin deck. Is there an aggro paladin deck? I think there is, right? Calm down, little bro. Paladin is so toxic. Jonathan J Streets, what a name, bro. Is that your name for like an attorney? Have you been screwed over in Hearthstone? Call Jonathan J Streets and we'll get your curve figured out. You know what I mean? Like that's your tagline, bro. There you go. If it was a holy spell, they definitely want to do fire. Seems very intentional, very intentional. I mean, you could get blown out with this too. It kind of reminds me of the rogue card, but not as I think the rogue weapon's infinitely better than this. Not horrible. Like this card has potential. Again, it really depends on like how good you are at drawing it. Searing Reflection, 7 mana, draw a minion, summon an 8/8 copy of it with Divine Shield. Okay, so how are we feeling with this with Ursul? Because that is the only combination of cards I think this is playable. Because I'm not ripping this for a 7 mana, do this once. Ursul ends up being really good, but is it better than salad dressing? I don't know. I think I'd rather have salad dressing. Just because you corrupt it. And then you also have like the Pyre Boys. No, okay, no, but hold on. What if, dude? What if you play it with Toreth? Didn't they change how salad dressing or Ursul interacts? I think it's still the exact same, no? Salacha drill, whatever the hell it is. Just saying, man, I'm currently 1 hour and 32 minutes in your latest stream, and you have to credit the fighters of the gorilla that you apparently fought. Thanks for the bits. You can tutor with the new card. Yeah, but you don't need to tutor because Paladin has the weapon, right? Like what is going to be higher costed than this? If you're playing this, you're probably cutting like salad dressing or you're cutting like the sea shanty thing. You have a way to draw this pretty consistently. I don't think you need the 2 mana card. You know what I mean? I don't think it's needed. Ashleaf Pixie. 2 mana, 3/2 Battlecry. If you're holding a spell that costs 5 or more, gain Divine Shield and Lifesteal. What minion are you summoning? Pocket, that's for you to figure out, man. I'm just here to say if the card's good or not. You think I play this game? Dude, if this card was released in like 2016, holy shit, I'd lose my mind. Chat, would Minibot, whatever the hell his name is, Shielded Minibot, be playable in current Hearthstone? The 2 mana 2/2 mech with Divine Shield. That card was insane back in the day. It might be playable. I don't know. I copy other people's homework and handed it for a higher grade than them. Holy shit, he's right. Archer Protector is playable right now. Archer Protector is really good though because it's a 1 mana taunt with Divine Shield, right? The taunt is really important there. But this has lifesteal, so you kind of have to like pay attention to it. And it's not unlikely if you're building this in the right deck that you'll have the buff. Shielded Mana Bound is a starship piece now, but it's 3 mana. 2 mana to 3 mana is actually a huge increase. I think this might have potential. It's a 2 mana 2/2. Oh, is it? My bad. I don't know anything, man. Do they even play that card? I feel like they don't. Nim, thanks for the raid, man. Ending stream when the patch is going live. Not playing with arena cards. Chat, if you don't know who Nim is, let me tell you. Yu-Gi-Oh! Extraordinaire. Handsome. God, he plays with cards so well. Yeah, arena mega well. True. I'll do 1 run. And then I'll probably do achievements. I think it's a case of bad card to make bad card good is still bad. Wait, for this specifically? I mean, this, again, might have potential. I'm not sure. It's tough because I'm a little biased because I kind of like Shielded Minibot and I remember it being so powerful, but yeah. Oh, here we go. Let me see what we got. Sigil of Cinder. 2 mana at the start of your next turn. Deal 6 damage randomly split among all enemy minions. Pack it up, boys. Hearthstone was fun. And I'm tilted. 2 mana to deal 6 damage? Bro, I know it's delayed by a turn, but come on, man. What'd I say? Minions? Oh, sorry, enemies. It's tough, dude. This is like, it has the, it's good, but is it good enough is the question. Cursed Blade was a fireball, remember? That's slightly different because the downside of Cursed Blade was so bad. This doesn't have a downside. What's the downside? You're delaying it a turn? Like, I'm pretty confident people would play a 2 mana deal 6 damage, like randomly split among all enemies. I'm pretty sure that's playable. You're doing 2 mana for nothing. It's like delayed, but like if you're delaying, if you kill your opponent's board. It's also the guy that discounts spell spells in the Mesa too. I haven't seen it. I play this, opponent plays Amalgam. No shot, Kubu. There's no way, bro. There's no way. Interesting card. I think if you're going first, this has potential. Even if you go second, I think it's fine. It might see play. I actually think it's on like the cusp of being pretty good. Felfire Blaze. 2 mana, 2/3 after you cast a foul spell. Destroy this and deal 2 damage to all enemies. Whoa! Bro, I hate this class. That's so good. I hate looking at it. I'm not looking at this anymore. I hate it. Alex! Scorch Reaver, 4 mana, 4/4 Battlecry. Discover a fel spell. Reduce the cost of fel spells in your hand by 1. How good is that? 4 mana, 4/4 discover a fel spell is interesting. And then you also reduce it by 1, but it also reduces every other fel spell in your hand. What deck do you want this in, chat? Card is good itself. I don't know if it actually is in deck. What, you think it's like an arena card? Could be the case. I'm selling a Demon Hunter burn deck. I mean, a lot of the fel spells are like pretty good. There's, I mean, you know, honestly, I couldn't give you a rundown of what they are. I just know that in general, it seems like fel spells are pretty decent. Yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be tough. I think in arena this goes crazy though. Tindrol Sage Swift. Tindrol. 4 mana, 4/3. Death Rattle, deal 1 damage to all enemies. If it's your opponent's turn, deal 4 damage instead. What an interesting card. Four mana to deal 1 damage to all enemies feels really bad. So this is like, you have to put an, if you're ahead, this card is very frustrating. If you're behind, your opponent just ignores this and you're crying. Gives Druid a clear with their taunt. Wait, what taunt? Can we use an addition of Ball Hog? Well, like Ball Hog's interesting because it gives you the lifesteal, right? He'll have you burning red. Is that literally a Taylor Swift reference? I think it's trash. Pretty sure it's bad. It's only good if you're ahead. Like, you need your opponent to want to respond to it. If you play this and you're behind, like, it just feels kind of whatever. I guess 1 damage to all enemies isn't the worst thing in the world, though. Just feels kind of whatever. Any Swifties in the chat? Maybe I'm wrong, though. You just have to have a way for your opponent to be forced to kill this, so we'll see. It'll be interesting. What the fuck is this? Volcro Ross? Volcaross. Velcro. 2 unholy. 8 mana 5/5 rush taunt battlecry. Choose to spend 10, 20, or 30 corpses to gain that many stats. It's an elemental beast. 8 mana for a 35/35 if you have the corpses. It has rush and taunt. This is just absolutely garbage, no? Is the stats split? I'm pretty sure it just gets, like, if you pick 30, you go to a 35/35. Dark Gift charge? Okay, in the off chance you don't get that, though, I know you can probably get it very consistently because you guys are the best players in the world, but let's say you just don't have charge on this. Are you paying 8 mana for a 35/35? You have to also spend corpses and you also have to go 2 unholy? What if you run the 3-drop wrap and try to discover this witch charge? Yeah, but pocket, like, what if you don't get the charge? Can you get this stealth? What's the low cost card that deals damage to the owner based on how much it takes? Low cost card that deals damage to its owner based on how much it takes. The priest card? I don't know what it's called. It's Marigar. Marigar's better than this. I'd rather have Marigar like every time here, bro. It's not even close. If you gave me 30 corpses at Marigar, I'm picking that every time. It's not even a question. Marigar is like an infinitely better card than this. Oh, I see what you're saying. You're saying like you're against priest, then you play this and you smack it with this big boy. Is a threat of 10 corpses? Okay, here now this becomes a question, chat. Would you play an 8 mana 15/15 with rush and taunt? How many Velcros do you need to fight a gorilla? I don't see this being good, which is funny because it's such a big boy. It's fucking 2 unholy, man. Like, why? Then Grifta hits you in the face. Oh, could you imagine? I'd be screaming at Grifta for a nerf, man. You just discover it, not draft? Yeah, but bro, like, listen, I love Alex. He's my favorite person in the world. Big fan of Alex. So this has no flame to the designers, but I'm pretty sure you don't want to make a card that's only good if you like discover it. But like, maybe this is just the dream. It's the Timmy dream. You see this and you're like, wow, I can actually make an 8 mana 35/35 with Russian Taunt. And then maybe in some cases I get the Dark Gift for charge. It should gain charge if you spend 30 corpses. How likely are you to even get 30 corpses, by the way? Is it even like, what is the likelihood here? Like, is it even possible? I don't know. What about that pirate board that has charge only if it didn't start in your deck? Yeah, but like, all right, fair burn. I'll give you that. Whatever. Interesting. Shadow Flame Stalker, 4 mana 4/3 Battlecry. Discover a demon with a dark gift. Get a copy of it. Four mana 4/3 to get 2 dark gift minions. Is this this doesn't apply twice to your Wallow, right? Is Velcro a demon? No, but you couldn't discover them anyways because this is a Warlock grid. Discover Xavius. Oh, Xavius is actually insane. I mean, that's pretty good value, right? I'm a huge fan. Pocket, what do you think about Dark Gifts? I think they're very good. I'm sure you probably agree the exact same because we're both very professional at this game, but I think this card's got legs. The 3-mana 4/2 that discovers a beast with Dark Gift can get Velcro. Velcro? Are you gonna call him Velcro? Velcro's funny. Could be playable. Depends if you need it. I'm actually not 100% sure on that. Smoldering Ascent. Ascent? Does that how you say that? 2 mana, deal 1 damage to all enemy minions. Upgrades each turn, but discards after 3. So if you open this card up in your opening hand, you could do 3 damage for 2 mana. That's not bad. Terrible with Imbue. God, these cards are so interestingly designed because it's like if you don't get them in your mulligan, other than the mage one, yeah, I'm kind of over it. Well, okay, hold on. If I top deck this card late in the game, like how sad am I to do two mana to deal 1 damage? Like that's horrible. But if I wait 1 turn, then it's like 2 mana to deal 2. That's not bad. Marin, I need you to engage more in the review. You were out there fighting for your gorilla boys. Now you're here saying could be played. I mean, what do you want me to say here, bro? The card's art looks really good for 2 mana. I just think the card's a little less than optimal. Probably don't want to replace your 30 card deck with something like this. It's just too situational, bro. And honestly, I don't even know why they're making a card like this because I just never seeing it getting played. Even in Arena, I'm gonna think about whether or not I want to draft this card because maybe I just want something that's more consistent. Is that good enough for you? But also it's a priest card. Shadow Flames Suffusion. Suffusion. 3 mana, deal 3 damage, discover a warrior minion with a dark gift in its fire. Okay, let's go through it, okay? This is for you, bro. Fire spell for warrior has potential. I do like the flavor here. It's kind of interesting. I'm not really sure what a suffusion is, but if you ask me to describe it based on the art, it looks like I'm putting some energy into the air so someone can actually get that energy. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe we're combining 2 energies together, which means that's why we're discovering a warrior minion with the dark gift while we're also doing 3 damage. So it makes sense why the flavor here is called, or the flavor makes sense because of the card's name. Now let's go to the actual card evaluation here. 3 mana to deal 3 damage. Probably not good enough in today's day and age. If you ask me maybe about in 2015, I can definitely see it happening. Now, discovering a warrior minion with the dark gift, now we're cooking with fire. You see what I did there because the fire, it's a fire spell. Now, if you ask me in particular what minion I want to discover with a warrior minion in particular, I think in the big turtle, I'm thinking like the dragon delicacy guy that has elusive already and it only takes 1 damage at a time. That guy's kind of annoying. I'm thinking like couldn't name a single other warrior minion at the moment because, you know, there's just too many to pick from, but a lot of situations with this. And to be honest with you, this actually might be good enough. What is bro talking? I actually think this is very, very good. Like all jokes aside, does this not slap? I think this could be the gorilla. Yeah, Barrett, I do think so. I think this could be the gorilla. I actually think this is insane. Is this good? Why Sanjay with Reborn? Actually true. The fact that it's a warrior minion is actually really, really good. I could see it. Suffusion me up, bro. I like it. Here we go again with another fucking name of all time. Spirit of the Caldari. Caldari. Ray from Star Wars. 2 mana 1/3 taunt lifesteal Battlecry. If you use your hero power this turn, gain +2/+2, and it's undead. All right, let's go through it. 2 mana 1/3 minion for priest, doo dog, but on top of that, it does have taunt and lifesteal, which is kind of sick. It does have an interesting Battlecry, but then you have to consider the fact that this might be like a 4-cost minion, which means am I really paying 4 mana for a 3/5 with taunt and lifesteal? Absolutely fucking not. But if I am going to use my hero power regardless with a discount, then maybe there's potential with this because it might just slot into the Imbue Priest deck. But the reality of the situation is it's like, I'm probably not going to put this in my deck because there's better cards. But if I do discover this from the imbue hero power, because you do get a minion, then all of a sudden this is a good card because it's a 0 mana for a 4/5 with taunt and lifesteal that is undead. So it's to really wrap it up. It's like I'm not putting it in my deck, but I'm gonna be putting it into my discover pool, which therefore maybe in the future I can discover this and all of a sudden I'm popping off. To give you like a numerical evaluation of this card, like a 1.5 out of 5. Light of the New Moon, 3 mana, give a minion +3/+3. Arcane, cast 3 spells to return this to your hand when played. So we kind of seen cards like this before. There's a card from Voyage into the Sunken City that was a 1 mana. I couldn't remember the name. I think it was like a wig, serpent wig maybe, which if you played a Naga, you got it back into your hand, but I think that only gave you +1/+2, but it was 1 mana. This one is 3 mana and it's +3/+3. Would I rather have it 1 mana to give +1/+2 or a 3 mana to give +3/+3, but I also have the prerequisite of casting 3 spells to return this to your hand when played? I mean, it's like a potential chance for it to be okay. I don't really know if I'm in the year 2025, in the big year 2025, if I really want to pay 3 mana to give +3/+3. I don't really see this getting played. Should I go make another cup of coffee for you guys? Now, if I discover this from the imbue hero power, am I excited for it? I mean, a 0 mana +3/+3, I guess is fine. Numerical evaluation, 1 out of 5. Keeper of the Flame. Dope ass art, bro. 5 mana 5/5 Battlecry, give all minions in your hand +3/+3 that are discarded in 3 turns. All right, now this is a card that gets me going, okay? I can already see the vision of how I'm gonna play this card. Picture it, 2K25, you're queuing up as warrior, you're playing a bunch of minions. Then all of a sudden, you have a bunch of minions in your hand, you play the Keeper of the Flame, bada bing, bada boom, they're giant boys. Now you don't want to play the biggest minions in the world because they will be discarded at the end of at the end of 3 turns, I should say. But if you have a bunch of medium-sized individuals, +3/+3 kind of goes a little crazy here. I'm not gonna lie to you. Now, am I okay playing a 5 mana 5/5 in the year of 2K25? Probably not. But with an effect like this, it does have a lot of potential. I'm actually a ginormous fan of this. I feel like it could be played in Arena. This is going to be terrorizing Dreads until it finally rotates. Let's be honest here. But I feel like this is a pretty good card. The second you decide to play it, you will queue in a rogue and then that locks your hand. Oh, Trail Mix into this, play this dude on 3. I mean, yeah, we could put Ham and the Hungry into the game. Numerical value, like a 3 out of 5, maybe a 2.5 out of 5. It really depends if there's enough medium-sized voids that you're happy with. Now, if like you discover this card, it could be okay. I think in Arena, this card's going crazy though. I'm gonna be honest. Seems like a very good card. 3 heroes out of 5. Love the art though, really cool. Ember Scarred Whelp, 3 mana 3/2 Battlecry. Discover a 5-cost card. Gain 1 mana crystal next turn only. See, this card's really interesting because you actually curve into the 5 cost that you discover. Now, unfortunately, your discover does not give you a dark gift, but there's some pretty decent 5-drops. Chat, for the YouTube video, give me some 5-drops that we can actually play because I couldn't name a single one off the top of my head. The only one that comes to my mind is like Talon Fordring. Is there like a Shaman 5-cost boy that you're like extremely excited to play? Ancient of Yore? Oh, buddy, now you're cooking. Ancient of Yore is crazy. You do not want to play Talon? I should pocket. I couldn't name a single one. Rocket Hopper. I don't really want to hop my way to the concede button, I'm going to be honest, but I can see your vision. I just realized it's not just a minion. It's a 5-cost card, which means you could play like Frosty Decor. That could get you going. But also, if your minions like boot or the card you discover is Booty Cheeks, you still get the mana crystal anyways. Wait. Is there ever a potential chance with this card where you will... No, because it's next turn. Never mind. No, I was going to cook with like Shutter Block maybe, but never mind. I'm out of it. Stranglethorn Tiger the Goat. Does this card slap? Numerical value? Probably like a 4 out of 5, honestly. Not bad. No, I mean... See, the thing is like... Giving Shaman this ability to get 1 extra mana crystal is kind of spicy. cooking a tier 4 Ashleaf Shaman deck, I'll probably throw this one in. Yeah, like I'm thinking of the world where you play this on turn 3 though, but what if you play this on like a different mana cost, right? Just for the extra mana. Like you can like think about your line there, right? You can play this on 4, play your Shadow Block on 5. Next thing you know, you just drop Insidious on 6, and then you got like the Wombo combo, right? Actually might go crazy. I can see it. I do like it. I think it's actually pretty good. Flames of the Fire Lord. 2 mana, deal 4 damage to a random enemy minion. If you're holding a card that costs 8 or more, deal 8 instead. 2 mana to deal 8 damage randomly to an enemy minion. By golly, that's a lot of damage. It's probably garbage. Okay, let's just get rid of the text from if to instead. Are we ever playing a 2 mana deal 4 damage to a random enemy minion? In the year of 2K25, brother, no shot. So if I'm holding an 8 cost card, am I horrible? Ember Root Destroyer, 3 mana 3/3. Whenever your hero takes damage on your turn, do 3 damage to a random enemy minion. Okay, let's say in a world where I'm tapping. Okay, I'm on 5 mana. I'm playing this. I draw a card. I deal 3 damage, and I deal 2 damage to myself. That sounds really bad. You have 2 of these on board. Rotten Apple. Okay, so you queue Rotten Apple. Mass Production. That's a cook. Okay, I like the mass production angle. That's kind of Disneyland, though. Come on, be honest with me. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. In standard, come on. It doesn't go phase. It's trash. Get out of my sight. I hate it. Numerical value, 1 out of 5. Dragon Turtle. 4 mana 3/6 Battlecry. If you're holding a minion with a dark gift, give your hero +3 attack this turn and 6 armor. It's a beast dragon. Dragon Turtle. If you're holding a minion with the dark gift, give your hero +3 attack in this turn. And you could buff it for +3/+3. Good stats, good effects. 4 mana 3/6 is a nice stat line. I do agree with that. It's a beast dragon, which is, you know, nice traits, nice tribes, nice types, sorry. Getting 3 attack and 6 armor in 2K25. Arguably the laziest name for a card. Dragon Turtle. You guys see the new legendary? I know it's not a legendary, but just like stay with me on this one. How can a turtle be a dragon? This is Hearthstone, buddy. Anything's possible. It's a free trade on a minion, some damage. Like, so in standard, that sounds awful, right? In arena. Mal'Ganis is a turtle, true. I mean, I don't really see it. Dragon turtles have always been in Warcraft. It's Warcraft 3. What about in real life? Is dragon turtles existing? Is there a dragon turtle in Avatar? There's definitely the big turtle. I don't know about a dragon turtle. Clay, welcome, man. Nim, what's up, dude? There's an alien. Yeah, I don't know about a dragon turtle. It's a dragon, but a type beast type is first. It's probably just alphabetical. See it in the signature? I'll look at it after these. I don't really see it, by the way, guys. Conflagrates. 1 mana, deal 5 damage to a minion. Its owner draws a card. Whoa. Kind of cool. It's fire. Oh, this, you know what? This actually kind of cooks, no? Conflagrate. It's really good for that mill world, like, yeah. Cool card, man. I like the intention behind it, right? Is it good? That's a really interesting one. It might be playable in the mill warlock deck. That's where I'm thinking it goes. How many of these do you need to fight a Gorilla, though? Because the Gorilla is drawing a card every single time you use it. Andrew Falador card. Okay, Avatar Destruction. 9 mana 9/9 taunt. Death Rattle deal 9 damage to all enemy minions. Holy shit, this thing's fucking ginormous. 9 mana 9/9. Look at the art, baby. God damn, that's hot. Death Rattle deal 9 damage to all enemy minions. No out of 5. Question mark out of 5, because honestly I have no idea. That's such a hard one to rate. Can you cheat this out? You get cheated, it's really good. That's a fucking annoying minion to deal with. Good for evolve, horrible run. Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, probably not playable. But in evolve, kind of pop it. Cliff dive, okay. Cliff dive maybe, but I think you still want better minions for your cliff dive. I think it's probably for evolve. Yeah, I kind of agree with that take. Schwalz, what's up, man? How's your weekend? You have a good weekend, Schwalz? What happened? Anything cool? Fyrakk the Blazing. My God. 9 mana 7/7. Immune to fire spells. Battlecry cast 20 mana worth of fire spells at random enemies. This card, like the range of this card is like the worst thing I've ever seen in my life to just like really cool. Dice to eat the imp. Yeah, it would. It would. Yeah, that makes sense. But imagine a world where you play this and all the damage is like Fireball, Snail, Go Face. Dope looking card, by the way. Dope looking card. But God, it's funny. Like, it's a cool idea. Also, bro, with Shutter Block. Oh, man. That's fun. Mate, thank you for the sub, bro. That's it? Is that all the cards? Did I miss any of them, chat? Overall, like, I mean, listen, our last mini set was StarCraft, so there's no way they're keeping up with this. It's like, it's up. Oh my God, why do I keep typing this? Where do I see the signatures? Oh shit, here, there's a thing. Direct Smork, board clear. Damn, I'm going crazy here. Okay, signatures. Signatures. Anyone have a link for the signatures, chat? Any linkers? Any linkers? You're the first guy I sub to? Thanks, bro. Google it. Hey, there's Alex. Oh, thank you. Ketchup, I love you. Ketchup's now my new favorite person in chat. Unless there's no signatures in here. And then I hate your guts. Oh. Wow, look at that fucking thing. Now that is what I'm talking about, brother. That's pretty sick. Unfortunately, it's on that card. Poor Velcro. Oh! Damn. Oh! Oh man, I wanted what's his name? Fyrakk that. Why doesn't Fyrakk have one? Pretty dope. Pretty dope. $2 million. Wait, that the Black Knight. The Blacker Knight is real. I mean, to, you know, sum things up here, should you buy the mini set? Yep. Not even a question. Best deal you can get. Monster, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. All right.